Every generation has a story. Every graduation class comes at its own unique time in history, at its own particular moment. And your story, the class of 2020, your story is one of the most unique that any of us will ever see. The world has dropped some huge and outrageous problems right into your laps, and you can't ignore any of them. The global environment is under siege, as you all well know. There's a pandemic that's hitting all of humanity, and there's the moral imperative to confront the racism that's rocking our country today in some of the most public and violent forms that we've seen for a long time, as well as the insidious and subtle ways that it's poisoning the world we live in. Yet with all of that, and maybe because of all of that, I'm confident that you folks are going to be much better equipped to handle these challenges than I think you are aware. These past months have tested you. This difficult world of ours has put you guys through the ringer. And I'll tell you what I've seen. I've seen you rising to the occasion. I've seen you exercising emotional muscles that I don't think you even knew that you had. And I've not seen you cower or hide or shy away from any of these big problems. Actually, what most of us have seen is just the opposite. We've watched you challenge the powers that be. Some of you are working your political muscles and your academic muscles to advocate and study and learn how to change and fix and repair the ills of the environment. We've seen and heard you beautifully confront the adults in this world who are either guilty of the worst acts of overt and violent racism, as well as challenging those of us who, perhaps out of ignorance, have been complicit in the more subtle types of racism that surround us pretty much every day. And in the face of this pandemic, we've seen your resiliency. We've watched you reposition yourselves to take on the tasks of life that are in front of you. Through this illness, you're becoming stronger than ever before. You're brilliantly adapting. You're emotionally wiser than you were. You've learned that friendship is even more precious than you thought it was before. You've learned that your families are more important to you than you've ever realized. And you've learned that you can rise to the occasion. So let's face it, the end of high school and college has not exactly been what you all imagined. This summer is unfolding quite differently than you ever thought or hoped. Some plans are very shaky, and jobs and internships not what you hoped, or likely not even there at all. But at the other end of this pandemic, guess what? There's going to be jobs, and there's going to be internships, and semesters abroad, and college acceptances, and new relationships, and celebrations, and hugs and kisses and adventures without masks, without hand sanitizer. You will be healthy and you'll be safe. And then you can go fix all those other problems in the world. So to you, the class of 2020, your rabbis and cantors and teachers and friends from Kol Ami, I want you to know we're very proud of you. We love you. We take great joy and we take a great pride in who you are, and we're greatly confident in who you are someday going to be. Love to you all.